Hello, and welcome to episode 52 of Movies and Us. I am your host, Marcus.
I'm still asleep, Marcus.
Well, wake up, TJ. That's TJ, everybody, and this is the movie review show that reviews movies, genre movies from the beginning sometimes. That's a mouthful. I didn't say it right, but I'm not doing this again. So, today we were reviewing the 2007 February 16th release of Ghost Rider. Man, this movie's long. It's 110 minutes, and it felt like 3 hours to me.
It's an hour 50.
That's long.
It's not anywhere near as long as Superman Returns.
This movie was, like I said, released February 16, 2007 in the United States, March 3rd, 2007 in Japan. It had a box office budget. That's not right? No. It has a budget of $110 million with a box office raking in of $228 million. So that's successful money-wise. Critically, it's not too good. With its box office being $220-something million, it places it at 24 in the 2007 box office worldwide. It beat Knocked Up, and it just lost to Mr. Bean's Holiday. That's what I said, which makes sense because Mr. Bean's is like, it doesn't make sense, actually. That's weird. You know what's funny on this list? Like 3 more up, there's another motorcycle movie that did better. Wild Hogs came out that year as well. It's like old guys riding motorcycles. Like it's not a good movie. But yeah, so yeah, that's that. I don't do the top 10 because we have some stuff we're gonna do later in the top 10.
What, you don't want to spend 30 minutes working on the box office today?
Not since I'm the one doing all the talking. No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to talk about it.
Nope. I don't even know. I don't even look at the box office.
I'll do 10 through 5. How about that? Number 10 was 300. Love that movie. At number 9, a movie we talked about last week, I think off mic, it was National Treasure's Book of Secrets, which I think is the second one, right?
I think so. All I know is Nicolas Cage is in that one, too.
Oh, shit, yeah, Nicolas Cage, again. At number 8, The Simpsons movies. The Simpsons movie. Number 7, I Am Legend. At number 6, Ratatouille. And at number 5, Transformers. Yeah, we'll do a top 4 next
Did you
time.
do the cast in this?
No, not yet. I just want to get the box office out the way.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, speaking of Nicolas Cage, speaking of the cast, let's do the cast for Ghost Rider.
Did you do the director and stuff?
No, that stuff. I skipped right down to the release date.
Well, I was wondering why you went out of order. It's like,
yeah. I'm different than you, TJ. This movie was directed by Mark Steven Johnson, also screenplay by him.
Wasn't he the guy that did Daredevil?
If it is, that explains why this movie has that kind of tone. He did Ghost Rider. He did do Daredevil. Yeah, I think it's the last we see of him too. This movie's produced by Avi Arad, whatever.
Avi Arad.
That name, and Stephen Paul, Michael DeLuca, and Gary Foster. This movie
keep getting Avi Arad, man.
A lot, for better or for worse, right? Or so far has it been all bad?
I don't know. There's been a couple good Marvel movies.
Yeah, he's on the X-Men series, Spider-Man, Blade, Hulk, and who? This movie stars Nicolas Cage, Eva Mendes, Wes Bentley, Sam Elliott, Donald Logue. If you guys don't know that name, he was also in Blade. He played the bad vampire in that movie. Was like the running theme.
He's a good actor.
I do like him. Yeah.
I actually know him best from TV show.
Same. I know you're talking about.
Well, he was also on the X-Files for a little bit too, but
no, this is like a comedy
Grounded
one.
for Life.
Yes, I love that shit. I used to watch that shit all the time, TJ.
Yeah, Grounded for Life he was.
Yeah.
He was also in an episode of House, if I recall.
House. What a show that was. And this movie also has Peter Fonda, which, for you kids, he's an old actor who did great things. He's dead now, but, as goes life. Anyone else starring in this movie that I should mention?
Yeah, Brett Cullen, David Roberts, Lawrence Brels, Daniel Fredrickson, Matthew Wilkinson, Rebel Wilson.
I was going to bring her up later because she looked like who she was. She acted like who she was. Like, is that her? I don't know if it was Rebel Wilson or not. She's young in this.
And Jessica Napier.
Yeah, so those are all the people that are worth mentioning, I guess. Anything else to talk about beforehand?
I did find it interesting that, it went through the basic, script since 90s and bullcrap, but at one point Nicolas Cage was attached to it, and then he left, and then he came back.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time we ever had an actor leave and then come back to do the role.
To my knowledge, yeah.
So, I found that interesting.
I wish, we'll get into it, but I wish it was more Nicolas Cage in this. like Nicolas Cage, not this character, if that makes sense.
I don't know. There's a lot of Nicolas Cage in this movie.
Not enough. I want it more like Cage. He was caged, and I want Cage uncaged.
This is. There were moments in this movie that was pure Nicolas Cage.
I think there were like 2 moments I counted up. We got Nicolas Cage face. Like, oh, that's it. And even then, like, I want it more, man, because it's Ghost Rider. It should be like off the chain. I think.
Hey, what do you know? You never even read Ghost Rider.
No, but it's a skull. Whatever. We'll get to this. I hate this movie. Anything else before we get into this flaming pile of shit?
Not really. No.
Yeah, because everything was like all just basic film stuff. Nothing crazy. I don't think happened behind the scenes.
No.
Okay.
I think Johnny Depp was wanted to play the role though.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't him. You like Johnny Depp as an actor?
It depends.
Yeah.
I like him as Jack Sparrow.
Same.
And I like him as Edward Scissorhands.
I have to watch that movie again to give it a real feeling on it, because I feel like I hate that movie.
But I don't I don't really watch a lot of his movies.
Oh, okay. So you don't really have an opinion on him, I guess?
No. Like, I never seen, like, any of the Tim Burton stuff in the last 2 decades.
You're not missing out.
So, and that's all he usually does.
Yeah. Let's get to this review and get this over with. So, we begin and open up with trailers, right, TJ? I got trailers, you got trailers. Let's talk about them real quick. The first trailer I got was a movie called Across the Universe.
Yep.
It's a Beatles-themed hippy-dippy bullshit movie, right? I guess.
I don't know. I thought it looked interesting.
I didn't think the trailer broke up in 2 parts. Like, the first part was like, okay, he's on a journey, I guess, doing his shit. And the second part of the trailer got really like, oh, this is actually an artsy movie. So that part triggered me. Like, I want to see that, not the first part of the movie.
The first part actually reminded me of Sing Street a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I think for me personally, I'm not a fan of the Beatles, so like I couldn't sit through an hour of some change movie.
I like the Beatles
songs. Yeah,
yeah,
that's understandable.
You have no taste. We already know that. Though.
The Beatles are, man. I think I never understood them. Anyways, after Across the Universe is a movie called Premonition. It has Sandy Bullock, right?
Sandra Bullock
and
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, whatever his name is, that guy. I don't remember what the trailer was about. It's like her husband
dies, and yeah, so
she leaves like 2 lives. Like, one life he's dead and one life he's alive, right?
Yeah, it looks stupid.
I see that one actually interested me. I'm not gonna watch it, but like, that's a cool concept, I guess.
No, the Across the World was more interested in that one.
You're
that was
crazy.
That one looked like a typical mid-2000s shit movie.
Listen, we're gonna talk about it.
But the next one you're gonna talk about is even worse.
Blood and Chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the trailer was, honestly, what that one's about.
It was Twilight with werewolves.
Oh, yeah. It was so bad. Like, ugh. Dude, for people who did not live through the early 2000s, you are not missing out on good shit. I'll tell you that right now. It was just, we like, they learned how to use CGI a little bit, so they put it in everything. And it's just not good. The acting's bad. There was a writer's strike in 2005, I think, so most movies were just, god damn.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad stuff that went on.
Did you get any other trailers? That's all I got.
Yeah, I got a trailer for Spider-Man 3.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, I guess. Seinfeld Season 8 on DVD.
Hold on. Wait, what?
That's what I got.
My brain hurts. Was Seinfeld still on the air at the time? That's a weird thing to advertise.
Oh.
No, there's no. I just watched all the Seinfelds on Netflix. Just binge watched them all.
Maybe they just released it on DVD at that time.
That's weird. Like, not the box set, just season 8.
Just season 8.
Here you go, kids. Here's some Seinfeld for you. Oh man.
I also got a trailer for the movie The Messengers.
Ooh, what's that? Wait, is that a war movie?
No, it is a horror movie dealing with ghosts.
Sounds okay.
I mean, it didn't look terrible, but it looked like every other horror movie out in 2000s. Like, it's got that Paranormal Activity kind of feel to it. Only it's not found footage. It's an actual horror movie, but it's got those same effects.
Yeah.
And everything dealt with ghosts in the mid 2000s.
This is why I don't like ghost and like poltergeist movies, because they're just like, oh, a door slams. oh, there's some shadows walking around. They're never like I want to see a demonic movie where they like actually take over someone's body and actually do some crazy shit, not just like, oh, like I'm bending weird. That's it. Okay. Plus, it's just jump scares. I don't care about jump scares. Give me something.
I also got a trailer for Hellboy on DVD.
Hellboy. We'll get to that movie, huh?
Yeah, a while from now.
Yeah, people can wait. Dumb
And
egg
then
suckers.
the last trailer I got was for Stomp the Yard.
I feel old, man. You just Jesus. That's like the stomping musical thing.
I have no idea.
I'll make you watch it. Don't worry.
It looks like breakdancing competition or something.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Oh man. Oh god damn.
This is what happens when you make us do a podcast early.
It's 1 in the afternoon.
It's early.
Oh, that's fair. Anywho, is that all your trailers?
And that's all the ones I got.
Okay. I guess we could get into the review proper. I don't want to talk about this movie. So, we start with Marvel Comics flipping open, and there's Ghost Rider themed. Do they still do it themed, or no?
We talk about this every time we come to a Marvel movie.
I know, and I don't recall. I know they kind of do it themed, but not really.
I don't think they do it themed anymore.
Okay. Anyways, we open up after comic flip in the Old West, and there's an opening narration by Sam Elliott. Because you get Sam Elliott, you gotta have him talk. He's got that good, rusty cowboy voice who likes to narrate.
You got Sam Elliott. You also have to put him in a desert.
Exactly. Oh, he's an old cowboy. Yeah. I ate my bowl of cereal this morning outside of beans because I'm a cowboy. Like, okay, Sam Elliott. Anywho, he's just narrating the backstory of the Skrull MacGuffin in the movie has 1,000 souls and signed away because the Daredevil, or not the Daredevil, sorry, Ghost Rider didn't want to give it to the devil because it's too powerful and blah, blah, blah. It's the MacGuffin of the movie, guys. That's what they're all after for some reason. And if it's handed over to the devil, hell on earth is risen, right? Is that the thing?
I think that's the story.
Right? And they say it a lot through the movie, but it's like not important, but kinda.
I'm not really sure what the Skrull is for, honestly, because it looks like it just makes the devils weaker to me. I don't know.
Yeah, they're already weak as is in this movie. Anyways, I broke down my notes, crappy early 2000s editing, because while this flashback's going on, it's got a lot of like literal flashes and quick cuts and just like early After Effects editing and like, yeah, let's make it like quick. This is bad. It's bad. It's ugly movie. And after our narration and the flashback, we get a Hot Wheels opening. Did it not look like a Hot Wheels track to you? Or was it just me for the credit sequence?
The credit sequence.
Yeah, the opening credit sequence was like the Hot Wheels track.
I don't remember a Hot Wheels thing. I think that's supposed to be hell, though.
It is supposed to be hell, but it's just the color scheme is Hot Wheels. There's flames on the side, and they're going on the track. It's a Hot Wheels track. No, whatever.
I mean, I didn't get that, but whatever.
Anyway, after the Hot Wheels opening,
I got like really bad CGI. Sure,
that too, which is a theme throughout the movie. Is bad CGI.
Yeah, I also want to say right up front before we go right into it, only about half the actors are any decent.
I was thinking that beforehand. Yeah, like not even half. Some try, others are misused, and others are just bad. So it's a hodgepodge of just not knowing what to do and how to do it.
Obviously, Nicolas Cage is awesome.
He's okay.
He's always awesome in everything he does.
No. I'm a Nicolas Cage fan, but he's not always awesome. Let's just get that out the way.
Even when he's bad, he's awesome, though. He's awesomely bad in his roles.
I would respectfully disagree.
And even when he's in a bad movie, you enjoy how bad he is.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Well, he was just subdued in this movie for me. Like, he wasn't Nicolas Cage. He was just trying to be... I think, not even he was trying to act serious. He was just, I don't know, like, just not him. Maybe because it was bad writing / bad directing, but we didn't get Cage, good or Cage or bad Cage. We just got... Oh, he just showed up on set and did the thing.
There is a whole section in the Wikipedia thing about Nicolas Cage's character portrayal on him and how he wanted to play him differently than how he was in the comics.
Which is lame, in my opinion.
So, it's... From what I understand, Ghost Rider isn't all that in depth.
Which, I mean, it's a flame skull biker rider.
Yeah, but
I don't want depth from him. I want action
he
and
was-
cool shit.
But he was like hard drinking and smoking and
That's perfect.
perfect 90s capsulation, you know what I mean?
That's what I want to see. I want to see just an hour and a half of just great dumb action.
And I think the problem with what happened with Nicolas Cage in this movie is that he actually likes Ghost Rider.
Yes.
And he wanted to act.
Yes.
He wanted to give the character depth and stuff like that. He actually did it. And instead of coming in and just doing his Nicolas Cage thing, he came in and tried to be an actor. I
didn't like any of that.
But I thought he was still really good in it.
No, he was okay. No, he's not bad. I'm not saying he's abysmal in this. He's not the worst thing about this movie. If anything, he is probably one of the better things about this movie. I just think
I think he held this movie together very fine, and I think he just because even when he's not going over the top of anything, but he still plays the character very weird.
I think he should have played it. I don't mind him playing it serious and more subdued as Nicolas Cage as the Johnny part, but going into Ghost Rider, that should have been the Nicolas Cage.
But
that should have been his beads on my face on Nicolas Cage. That should have been like I would have liked to see the Dr. Hyde, or is it Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, that kind of thing with this character if he's going to play it somewhat straight.
The problem with that is Ghost Rider himself, when he's Ghost Rider, is all CGI.
Yeah.
So you don't see Nicolas Cage in that form. It might not even be Nicolas Cage in that form.
That's the thing. You could because Nicolas Cage has his like the way he walks and carries himself so like such a way. Like if he was going to play the CGI Ghost Rider, without even saying anything, you could probably, if you would let him be Nicolas Cage, you would tell, oh, that's Nicolas Cage.
My point is, I don't think it was Nicolas Cage at all.
I know that's what I'm saying. I think that's lacking for this movie.
But I don't think that's a point against Nicolas Cage.
No, that's a point against the movie.
Yeah, but so I think his acting as he's Nicolas Cage is fine. You can't blame him for the underdeveloped Ghost Rider that he had nothing to do with.
I think you can. A little bit. Like, I think if he's such a name and such a, even back then, he's always been a name. So, he said, no, we're not doing it that way. We're going to do it this way.
Yeah, but how much of this was done in post?
The CGI shit?
Yeah.
A lot. But I'm saying he could have said, hey, I'm going to play Ghost Rider, the character too, since I like it so much, but I'm going to portray it this way with my mannerisms and shit like this. Yeah, you can CGI over me, but you still got that path, probably use my movements and shit.
But maybe it all looked good on paper, and since it all was done in the special effects room or whatever it is, he wasn't really had any say in that part of it.
I guess not.
So I really don't think you can blame him. You can blame the director, you can blame the studio, but I don't think this is Nicolas Cage's fault.
Yeah, but I don't think he's helping either. I'm not saying he's dragging this movie down. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if he wants to play his character subdued.
I am not the biggest defender of Nicolas Cage. I hated Mandy.
I know you did, you weirdo.
So I'm not going to sit here and defend his shitty movies when I think they're shitty. You know that at this point. I'm just saying, I just think you're being a little too hard on him in this movie.
I'm not. I'm not saying he's bad in this. I'm not saying.
I think he's good in it. I would argue he's good in this.
He's not good in it, though. That's the thing. He's just there. I feel like they got the name and got someone who liked the character enough to stick through the whole movie, and he's just he's kind of walking through it, I guess.
I didn't get that at all. I got that he's playing a character that's really weird and standoffish. The things he does, though his mannerisms and the words that he says don't really jive in how normal people talk and do things.
I guess you have to show me examples of it when we get to them, because I'm not picking up what you're putting down, I guess.
For instance, when he's about to do the jump and he reruns into the old girlfriend.
Yeah.
That whole interview.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That is a weird interview. He's not completely there, and I think that's the point of the character.
See, I like that interview because he's playing well,
that's my thing. I think the whole character, he's playing the whole thing like that. It's just that subdued, confused, not completely in this world kind of thing. And I think that's the point. That's why it's subdued.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying with that.
I think that's the character as going through the whole thing.
I think he should be more convicted, I guess, or more he is dealing with the shit he did to his father and the deal he made and trying to run from that shit. I get it. It's just not coming off strong enough for me. That's it. That's all it is. It's not
it's not portrayed very over the top, essentially, on screen.
Yeah, and I'm not even looking, but you need that though.
I'm just saying he played it a lot. It's a lot more subtle.
Too subtle
than what Nicolas Cage normally does, and I thought it was fine.
Eva?
With that being said, with the exception of I thought him and what's his Eva Mendes was okay.
Sam or the
Sam,
Peter?
well, Sam Elliott.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna be good no matter. He's only got like 4 lines in this entire movie, but they're good.
Yeah, Donald.
That's the guy, Donald.
Yeah.
He's like the only, with the exception of Sam Elliott and Nicolas Cage, the only one that seems like they're acting like they belong in a movie. You know, everyone else is either stilted or reading lines weird.
Yeah, the reading lines weird. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like this movie is definitely this movie is missing a good director. Who's directing this movie again? Mark, what's his name?
The guy who did Daredevil. Mark Steve Johnson.
Yeah, I guess he just didn't get what they needed out of these actors. Because
yeah, but I don't know, because the Daredevil movie we watched wasn't great.
No, but the acting was good, right?
But the acting was good, and the theatrical cut was bad, but the one version I watched was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it had better action, if I recall. It had some decent action in that movie too. This movie, man, as you get everything it tackles in this movie, it fails for me.
I don't know. I didn't come off hating this movie. I was like, meh.
Meh. That's like, I don't know. And I think that me coming off meh too was like more like offensive for me because it's f***ing Ghost Rider. He's going after you for your souls and contracts and shit like that. It should be more just, it's demon shit. It's a flaming skull riding a flaming motorcycle with a f***ing chain whip. Why is this meh? Why is this blah? This should not be meh or blah. It should be like, oh shit, they did that. Oh shit, wow, it was really cool. It's just all okay.
Well, it's because a lot of the action and stuff of this is all CGI, and it's all bad CGI.
That too. Like, I guess they made
that's why that's what it is. They overly relied on the CGI in this, and because all the fight scenes in this feel like they're not there.
Oh, yeah, well, because they're not there. There's no fight scenes. There's like, hey, I need to get your soul. And the person's like, no, you're not getting my soul. Here's some water to the face. And he goes far as like, no, whip, you're dead. That's it. Like, wow.
So the director, before Daredevil, hasn't done any action movies.
No, I saw that. He did Grumpy Old Men,
Big Bully, Simon Birch, and Jack Frost.
Yeah. Jack
Frost was Michael Keaton as a snowman.
Yep.
I heard the name Simon Birch, but I never seen it.
Oh my god! That's the one with the special needs kid who gets bullied and it's like his kid's life story. And I think sadness happens at the end.
I don't know. And Big Bully, I think I seen it, but I don't know, honestly.
What's it called?
Big Bully with Tom Arnold and Rick Moranis.
Did he write it or direct it?
He directed it.
I see Love Finding, Killing Season, When in Rome, Ghost Rider, Daredevil, Simon Birch for directing credit. Big Bully, he wrote it.
Oh, he wrote it. I'm sorry. Oh. Maybe that's what it was. He wrote it.
Tom Arnold and Rick Moranis. I want to watch that.
Yeah, I think I might have seen it.
Is it good?
I don't know. I don't remember it. Well, something's familiar about it.
I mean, it looks like all 90s awesomeness. Carol Kane, Julian Phillips, Jeffrey Tambor. Oh man, I'm kind of Curtis Armstrong.
But my point is, he didn't do many action movies at the time.
And I think it's so obvious. Even not counting the action, though, like just the character shit is like not good. It's not good, man.
Well, they didn't really follow the comic formula.
The comic book movie formula, or comic formula in general.
The Ghost Rider. This isn't a Ghost Rider story. The scroll and stuff has nothing to do with Ghost Rider. It's just an overarching story that they made for this movie.
Well, what's Ghost Rider? Want to get into what Ghost Rider is about before we get more into what we're going to do, or no?
Well, I mean, the origin's pretty much there. I mean, his dad did die in a motorcycle accident, but they kind of combined the two origins because his mom left when he was young. His dad died in an accident, and he went to live with Eva Mendes' character's dad and family. So the dad actually adopted him in the comics, and not the he didn't like him in this one in the movie.
Yeah.
And then, and they grew up together, the twos, and then they eventually fall in love, so forth and so forth. So they're an item, sure, in it, but again, so they kind of combine. Oh, and Eva Mendes' dad in the comics is the one that got cancer, which he sold his soul for.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. And then the devil kills the dad and so forth and so forth.
Yeah.
So they kind of push the two origins together. I don't know why they didn't just do that. The whole problem I have with that is it's the whole romance is kind of forced drama
It is.
when it's not necessary.
Contrived. Is that the right word? Right? Am I not using that
It's
word right?
definitely contrived. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they have the dad hating him when that wasn't in the comics. I don't think he leaves her for all those years. I don't think she becomes a news reporter either, but I could be wrong about that. I'm not 100% on the Ghost Rider lore. I haven't really read a lot of the comics. I just did a lot of research on it for this movie.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean,
This movie, man. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna.
they also say that the Ghost Rider is like once in every generation, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
But apparently, I thought from what I read, I thought Carter Slade, who was Sam Elliott in this, was the first Ghost Rider. But they don't say that. They said that there was more before him.
Yes, in the movie, yeah.
But from what I understand, Carter Slade was the first Ghost Rider, and he was actually became known as the Pale Rider, not the Ghost Rider, even though he was in the Ghost Rider there. So there's that. And they also combined that character, the Carter Slade character, with a different character called the Caretaker, which is a completely different character from the comics altogether, and they put those two together.
I guess they did that because they're trying to have a twist, even though it's like obvious what they're trying to do with it.
And like, so you have Mephistopheles,
yes,
who is just Mephisto.
Yep.
If anyone knows Marvel comics, that's who he is. I don't know why they went with the real devil name. Just call him Mephisto. It's easier.
Exactly.
He's a Ghost Rider villain, but he's more of a Marvel Universe villain, not just Ghost Rider. But like he did do this kind of. It's been retconned a couple times that Johnny Blaze in particular, because there's been like 8 Ghost Riders. But Johnny Blaze in particular sold his soul to Satan, who turns out to be Mephisto, but then that was retconned back to Satan, these are two different characters, so there's that whole aspect. Blackheart, who is Mephisto's son, kind of comes up to Earth and stuff like that, but not for some stupid scroll thing. And the 3 demons he recruits, Blackheart, not characters, just made for this movie.
You get damn it, I hate them. Let's get this dumb movie.
But you could tell they weren't really, they were made for this movie because someone was like, we need 3 demon villains. Do you want to research comic book characters? No, just make them elements.
Yeah, since Ghost Rider's fire, let's just make them the other elements. Okay.
I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, that's what it came down. Oh, he's fire, so he's water, he's
you're
earth,
right. I
he's
didn't even pick up on that. I just thought, these are just stupid elements. But you're right, it is
shit.
Just the laziest writing ever.
It's the first thing that came to their mind. Like, that's cool, right? We can do anything with this? Nah, they're just elements because why not? They should be challenging to him, but they're not. Anyways, we started the carnival. I hated this movie, TJ. Did you want to say anything else before we go back into this review?
No, I think I got all the comic stuff out of the way. I researched it all yesterday. There was a lot to read through, honestly, between Ghost Rider's pages and even the girlfriend's Roxanne's stuff was a lot.
That's sad. That means he's not in-depth character, but he's got a lot of history to him, I guess. Yeah,
Blackheart, freaking Mephisto's kind of infamous in Marvel Universe. He kind of destroyed Spider-Man continuity.
See? Like, they could have played with that, man. Wait, is Constantine at all in Marvel? What's Constantine?
Constantine's DC.
DC, so they can't do that. Spawn's something else too, right?
That's Dark Horse, but I think he actually is something else right now. I think he's under a different company. I think he might be Image Comics right now.
Okay. No, yeah, there's a lot. I feel like they could have done a lot more with just the demon shit.
I'm not defending this movie.
I know you're not.
It's just, I didn't hate it as much as you did. I think we watched way worse movies.
I don't think so. I don't know. It's Ghost Rider. I should have gotten some kind of excitement out of this movie. There was nothing exciting in this movie. It was just a movie to movie.
It was just a meh movie.
And that's bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
That's really bad. Like it was like I would have been fine with it being bad, like a good bad. Like okay, this is really like an enjoyably stupid movie. Like okay, this is bad and fun.
I think this is just an average, boring movie.
Yeah, that's bad. It's like a lot of it's forgettable, man.
Yeah, but my score is not gonna be. It's not gonna be punishing it for being, average.
It's not even average.
It's definitely average.
I don't think so.
Yeah, like I didn't have any trouble getting through this movie.
Oh man, I didn't have trouble getting through it either. Like I wasn't struggling to watch it, but I was just like, man, it sucks.
Like there are some movies where I'm like, oh my god, why are you still going?
Yeah, no, I never did check my time on the movie. Like I never checked how much time I've left. That I'll give the movie that. But like it was just a movie that I had to get through.
It's just not put together well.
That's bad. I was thinking that. Like I was thinking to myself, like I should just re-edit this movie, cut some shit out, and just put it better. But like that's too much time for me not to do something that I don't care about that much. Anyways, let's get to the movie. That's the pre-review for the whole movie review. We'll give you our final scores at the end. Carnival. We're at the carnival. Johnny Cage. Nope. Johnny.
That's Mortal Kombat.
Johnny. What the f*** is his name? Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Mr. JB himself and his dad are doing some fire stunts, going through a fire circle, and there's like an audience that's amped about that, even though it looks really safe and boring. We see Roxy as a kid too. I guess teenagers. And yeah, after the fire stunt going on, Johnny's a showboater. Dad's not happy with that. Cool. Family dynamics. Anyways, Johnny goes to his girlfriend Roxy, and she tells him, "I'm leaving, Johnny. I'm sorry. My dad's moving away. I gotta go with him."
That's not what happened at all.
Not what she's saying. I wasn't really.
Her dad is sending her to go live with her mom.
Why?
I'm not sure, but she implied it's because she thinks Johnny's not good enough for her.
That's what it was. Yeah, which is kind of shitty.
Which is bad, and it's not comics accurate either. So.
Yeah. So
like I said, the whole romance angle on this is just contrived and forced. So
yes.
It's like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So Johnny says, we ain't doing that shit. Tomorrow we'll meet up here early in the morning and we'll run away together. So they kiss. Later that night, Johnny gets back to his papa's house. So I guess, I guess they banged. Say, yeah.
What did you banged? What?
Well, I'm just saying they just kissed in his daytime. They got home at his nighttime. So I guess they banged under that tree. Like I just put two and two together. Like
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I will say.
I'm sorry.
The younger versions of the two characters were not bad.
No. I thought so at first, but then the sequence where Johnny Blaze is talking to the ghost or the devil, I was like, this is bad. This is really bad acting. This is like CW bad acting. I don't like this.
Wait, when he's talking to the ghost of the devil?
When he's talking, I was gonna say Ghost Rider. When Johnny Blaze's young self is talking to the devil after the dad's accident, it felt like really bad acting. Like this is not good.
Yeah, but he had 2 lines in that.
But really, he delivered them really bad.
I didn't get that. I was like, oh, okay.
What was bad delivery line, and also like like the stance that Ghost Rider does by pointing at people.
Yeah,
he did it, and it felt like so forced.
But I don't think that's his fault. That's the director's fault.
Yeah, and it took me out of the movie. Like, why is he staying like this so forcefully? This looks bad.
Like, there's a few things that CGI Ghost Rider does, which like. What are you doing? That's
yeah.
You're not supposed to be funny. You're supposed to be terrifying.
Did you get funny at all from him?
Not funny, haha. But like I got like this is goofy, stupid, funny.
Yeah. In this movie, that's another thing. This movie's lacking. It's not scary. It's not. Which I guess I get because it's Marvel still, and I guess they're trying to still appeal to the younger audience, so they don't want to be like, oh, we're doing a rated R movie. Which they did. Which Blade was rated R, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
So why not make this rated R?
But I think these are 2 different. Sony did this one.
No.
Distributed by Sony.
No, really? That wow. Yeah. Does Sony still own them or no? Please say no.
The rights reverted back.
So Sony only still owns Spider-Man. That's it?
I think so.
That's weird.
Yeah, so Sony distributed this. New Line Cinema did Blade.
Man, give New Line this movie. I would love to have seen that.
And that's why this one is watered down the way it is.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so after banging his girlfriend, that we don't know that happened, but I guess that happened. Johnny gets back to his house. His dad's sleeping on the sofa.
Did we watch Punisher? Yeah, we had to have, right?
We watched the first two. We got the sequel to watch.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the different companies that did it. So Lionsgate had Punisher.
The good companies had those movies. Interesting.
So I assume Daredevil was also Daredevil was Fox, which is probably why that was better too.
It's weird. Does Sony make bad movies overall? They just make bad superhero movies.
They do some good superhero movies. Some of the X-Men movies were good.
X-Men Sony too?
Oh no, that's Fox.
I was gonna say, there's no way.
I think all they have is
Spider-Man.
Yeah, because Hulk was done by Universal, and Spider-Man is definitely, but they did the first couple Spider-Mans were pretty good.
Those are Sony?
Yeah, Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah. So they did the first two, but yeah, that's probably why this one's not so great. What was Fantastic Four? Who owned them?
Is that Sony?
Fox.
Okay, yeah, duh.
All right.
Yeah, so anyways, Johnny Cage.
Now we know.
Not Johnny Cage. Now we know. Knowing's half the battle, guys. Johnny Blaze is back at his father's house, clean up the father's mess. He sees his dad was sleeping with a memory book of his son, him back throughout the time and family stuff. He throws dad's cigarettes away because dad's got cancer, guys, from smoking. Don't smoke. It's bad. Just sniff. Nah, it's dumb. Don't do drugs, guys. Or do them. I don't care. It makes you happy. I don't give a shit.
I don't know why you're making fun of this.
Making fun of it?
Yeah, the cancer thing.
Oh, I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying, just rambling.
It sounded like you were making fun of it. It's not like it's a bad storyline.
No, I'm not. It's just, I hate the movie. That's all. So, the storyline's good. It's just
the storyline is right out of the comics.
Yeah.
Just change the characters around.
And I don't mind this part. I don't mind. Yeah, I'm gonna say my dad's got cancer. It's sad. I get it.
It's good. It's an actually good motivation.
It is.
The moral for it that they used at the end was bad.
The moral?
Yeah, like how you traded your soul for love, so that means you can be unpredictable. That was stupid.
It's very dumb.
But the original intent and the motivation in the beginning was fine.
Yes. After that, Johnny goes working on his bike at the tent, and then the devil shows up and offers hey, Johnny, for some reason I like your style. I want you to work for me, but you're not going to know that yet. And in return, I'm going to save your dad.
Yeah, I don't know why Johnny was... I guess he's just a vulnerable person at that time because his dad's got cancer and stuff, and he probably knew he could get it out of him.
Yeah. Well,
I guess, story's got a story too, right?
That's what it is. I feel they misuse Fonda acting-wise, because if this devil didn't seem charismatic enough or intimidating enough, he was just some old guy that just walked up, hey, I saved your dad somehow. There was nothing drawing me in.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say earlier. The movie is, like we were talking about, it's not scary, but I don't think Ghost Rider is supposed to be scary to the audience, but he's supposed to be scary to the people he's going against.
Yes, and you're not portraying that at all.
And they're not, it didn't get that from this movie, that he was terrifying the people he's fighting against.
No. Yeah, they're more stunned, oh, that's Fire Skull. It's not you see no one actually cowering, oh god, it's very flat and shallow, this movie. It just presents things without going makes sense, right? Anyways, Johnny signs a blood contract with the devil. Next morning, he wakes up. His dad's cured. You don't know he's cured, but he's the dad's acting yeah, I'm great. Look at this backflip, son. No backflip, but pretty much so. So the son's yeah, I did a good thing. They go to do their big stunts, and the dad goes riding. Well, I guess it's just the dad doing the stunt, huh?
Yeah, it's just the dad.
Yeah, the dad goes to do the stunt, and it goes bad. The dad burns up and dies. So Johnny's deal with the devil backfired. Who would have known? Backfired. Who would have known? Johnny's pissed at the devil. The devil's yo, kid, you're a moron. I'm going to call upon you one day when I need you. Until then, keep doing you. And it's a stupid stance. A lot of flashbacks in this movie, too.
Well, the whole flashback portion of it took place in the first, half hour?
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes before you even see Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, then another 15, 20 minutes after that to get Ghost Rider. Anyways, you see Johnny running away about Mendez, or Roxy. He says, see ya, can't be with friends or family. Even though I make more friends later on in the movie. Weird. And so we flash forward some odd years. And Johnny's doing a big stunt. He's going to jump some trucks. What's jumping? Yeah, he's jumping semi-trucks a lot of them. And he does so, and he crash lands, and his stunt looks really cool, honestly.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed that whoever that stunt man was.
Yes, there was no CGI to that. The stunt guy falls first, and then the bike runs over his helmet.
Unless they somehow strapped a dummy to it, but it looked really good.
Yeah, no, that's a man in a bike. I guess like the bike had some like wires on it to make it work that way. However they did it, they did a great job of it. Anyways, he should be dead. He's not dead. People are like his crewmates are like, "Whoa, you should be not here, bro." I wrote down my notes. This movie feels like the Hulk, and it's empty and boring.
But the Hulk was way longer.
Yes, but see, even that one was still boring, but still felt like I remember us enjoying it. It was like a ride kind of worth going on. Right?
I don't remember that at all. I remember it being long and boring.
It was, but like I couldn't not watch in a weird way. I wrote down Nicolas Cage Neville. Get it? Nicolas Cage? No.
Nicolas Cage what?
What's the guy's name?
Oh, Evel Knievel.
Yes, Nicolas Cage Neville. Get it? Oh man, this week we introduced the Blade guy.
This is why I do the puns.
I know. I tried, man. I'm not good at it. Anyways, yeah, we're introduced to the Blade dude. They're on the crew bus going back from the gig, and there's just some exposition. And we now meet the Devil's son. What's his name?
Blackheart. Which I think is an actual villain name from the Care Bears.
Stop it. You're kidding, right?
No, I'm pretty sure.
That's awesome.
I'll look it up.
He's introduced with Fire Rain, and he's a demon guy. Isn't that cool? He walks up to a bar, a biker bar, and it's the Hell's Angels bar. But the guy, the bouncer, who's a douchebag to his waitress.
No, it's Darkheart.
They were too late to the game, I guess. Darkheart, Blackheart. It's the same thing. It's funny. So the Hell's Angels biker gang's there. The bouncer's at the door. The demon walks in. The bouncer says, "Yo, bro, you're in the wrong place. Angels only." The demon's like, "Oh, angels, you're right." He touches this guy and like sucks this energy life force out of him and just...
This was stupid too. The whole, angels, I gotta kill these guys.
Yeah, it was really dumb. and he just kills everyone at the bar.
I mean, it doesn't even make sense. They're called Hell's Angels.
Yeah. It would have been cool. No, I don't think it would have worked out logistically, because I'm thinking like how the Hell's Angels operate in real life. No, I don't think they would work for a demon.
If he would have walked in there and recruited 3 of the Hell's Angels,
that's what I was thinking.
Turned them into demons instead of the 3 useless demons that came out of nowhere, that would have made more sense, because he has his 3 angels,
exactly.
Fight against the Ghost Rider demon.
It's weird how you think about a script for a little bit and make it better. That's just write down the first thing you think of and call it a script. I would rather watch that, TJ. Just go in. You bummed me out. I'm really bummed out now. I'm playing that in my head. How cool that would have been.
That's just it's what I do.
Anywho, we cut to after the massacre off screen. We cut to Johnny Cage. God damn it, I'm gonna keep that all day. Johnny Blaze, There's Johnny Cage. It's Johnny and Cage. No,
that's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but it's Johnny Blaze played by Nick Cage. So Johnny Cage.
No, it's Mortal Kombat.
Whatever. We get to Nick Cage's his apartment. It's just a big house for motorcycles with some books on the ground. His friend's with him. He's like talking about like, "Hey man, you should find a girlfriend. These books are weird, and we should talk about that crash that should have killed you. You should have died. You have an angel over that fell over your back, over your shoulder." And during the sequence, Cage is like watching monkey clips on TV, weird videos.
Yeah, I didn't get that, but that could be in the comics. But I didn't do that much research.
No. He likes the Carpenters too, apparently. He plays that music a lot.
Yeah. But that only, all that stuff disappears.
Exactly.
And that is a problem with this movie. Things, there are certain, character things and story threads that are going on in the first half of this movie that just fall away by the midpoint.
Yeah, it's because they realize, we're doing Ghost Rider now, so we just forget all the other shit. Also, his friend saying, "Hey, we're going to do a big jump from one football end of the field to the other end of the football field, from field goal to field goal. Don't jump over cars, just jump over the grass." And Nicolas Cage like, "Yeah, I'll think about getting rid of the cars." And I think that's it for that. Team comes back again. Okay, yeah. And after that happens, the demon, we cut back to the demon. Biker Gang's dead, and he calls forth his elemental friends. And like, hey, we're going to get the contract, guys, and put hell on earth. Cool. Little Nicky did it better. Adam Sandler movie, Little Nicky did it better.
Did what better? I wasn't paying attention.
Hell on earth, demon shit. It just did it more entertaining and better. And I hate saying that. For a second.
We didn't even go to hell in this movie.
That was demon shit. Just Little Nicky did it better. And that's an Adam Sandler movie, guys. So yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
No,
because that movie was not.
That's by far my favorite Adam Sandler movie of all time. It's so good.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I would have to rewatch it to know for sure.
Okay.
But
I'm not saying it's great, but I'm saying it's really enjoyable and entertaining.
And anyway,
yeah.
Lyndon Ashby is Johnny Cage.
I heard you looking up something. Lyndon Ashby, who played it in the movies or in the games?
In the 1995 movie.
Okay. So next day comes, or a week later, whatever the time frame is. Doesn't matter. Nicolas Cage is getting ready, getting pumped up for the big jump. He says to himself every time, don't be afraid of fear. Don't run from fear.
Yeah, don't run from fear. I think that's it.
And he's got a mantra he says throughout the movie. And
that's a shame.
What? Is he dead?
No, Johnny Cage is not in the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie.
No, he's not. He's teased at the end.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. That movie's bad. I should make you watch it.
I didn't see that movie.
There's no Johnny Cage mentioned at all until the end of the movie where they're like, okay, we should start recruiting more people. And why am I talking about movie? And the camera goes to a poster and it says, "Coming soon, Johnny Cage."
I was gonna look up the actor who played Johnny Cage in the Mortal Kombat movie, but I guess he doesn't have it.
Well,
The Miz from wrestling.
Yeah.
You know who he is?
I heard the name.
He wants to play Johnny Cage.
Would he be a good pick for that?
No, he's not a very good actor in wrestling. So
okay, people were calling for Ryan Reynolds to play Johnny Cage because Ryan
Reynolds plays everything.
That's the thing. Like, I think he'd be good at it. It's just, he's in everything, and he's always Ryan Reynolds, which would be good for Johnny Cage. But
I think Ryan Reynolds should focus on Deadpool.
Same. So yeah, while at the locker room, Johnny Cage, God damn it, Nicolas Cage.
That is Lyndon Ashby, okay?
Lyndon Ashby drinks now. Nicolas Cage. I'm trying to get to the point that he's drinking coffee weirdly. Nicolas Cage. He just picks up the thing and just chugs it for some reason.
It's just show you that it's super hot and he's not being burnt by it.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing to show. It's dumb. And it's weird to me because it's not like a running thing in the movie. It's just like a one or two. They do it 2 times, I think. Like,
they have to show you that he's really hot.
Yeah, it's dumb. Anywho, after he drinks the coffee weirdly, because why? He goes to do the jump. His friends before he does a jump, he runs into the reporter, Eva Mendes. She's back, guys. Roxy, she's a reporter now. And she's going to talk to Johnny, and they have a weird interview where she asks him questions, but he's so infatuated and throttled by her, he just asks his own different questions. So she says, "Hey, how'd you prepare for the jump?" He says, "I missed you. It's been a long time." I like this sequence. It's nice. It's cute.
Yeah, and I think he played the role entirely like that. It's just, that's why it seemed like it was more subdued than it really was, you know?
I guess I didn't pick up on that throughout the whole role. Like, he does feel distracted in the movie.
And I think that's intentional.
Yes. I think he should have been more distant than distracted, if that makes sense. I think there's a difference. He should have been more like into himself for sure, like more like, I was gonna say autistic, and that's not the term. More reserved.
I don't know, I thought it was fine.
Not a fan. And after the interview, Eva Mendes says, "I gotta get out of here, Johnny. I'm not gonna see your fights or your jumps. I never see your jumps. So deuces. I came here to see you and leave for reasons, because the movie's got a movie." And so Johnny goes to do the jump. He's thinking about her. It's like, he says to his friend, she should be on the interstate by now, right? He's like, "Yeah, Johnny, probably." And Johnny's like, "Cool." He goes to do the jump. Oh, before the jump, he lands like 5 helicopters down on the ground.
Did you say he ghosts the jump?
He goes for the jump.
He goes for the jump.
Yes.
Would you say he's a ghost rider?
Anyways, Johnny has...
See, that's how you pun.
Yeah, oh, sure. Johnny has helicopters instead of vehicles for the jump because that's what his dad would have wanted, and it's cooler. and it's more badass, which that pretty is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. And so yeah, Johnny does a jump, he lands it, he's badass, he drives off to the interstate to go after his girlfriend or his love, his crush,
Childhood love.
Yes, that. And so he drives up next to them, her and her driver, and he's doing some weird bike stunts to get her attention to make him slow down and pull over. None of that works, so he gets in front of it, makes them stop, and he conversates like, "Hey, date later?" And she's like, "Yeah, date later. Cool. See ya."
Well, she was resistant at first.
No, she was. She's like, "I don't want any of this." And he's like, "You came to talk to me for a reason, and then you're gonna leave? Like, no, you wanted to see me for a reason. So we're going to go on a date later." And she's like, "Okay, you're right." And that's it for that sequence, right?
Well, no, she tells him not to be late.
Does she say that?
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Don't be late.
Well, he doesn't show up, guys. Spoiler alert. So
To be fair, he has a good reason.
yeah, no, yeah, valid reason. So we cut to nighttime, and the devil and his gang's talking to the devil's dad, or not devil, Darkheart, Blackheart. Care Bear's talking to
Darkheart is Care Bear.
Care Bear is talking to his daddy. He's like, "Hey, old man, we're gonna replace you soon, so you better watch out." And Dad's like, "You kid," and we cut back to Eva Mendes.
You didn't mention when we first introduced the Blackheart that he recruited his demons.
I did bring that up. I forgot it, then I saw it, then I brought it back up.
Did you? Well, I must not have been listening.
No, you're looking up the Luke Cage character. That's what you were doing.
Nope. Luke Cage is a different character. He's in Vulnerable Skin.
Oh my god damn it. There's so many nerdoms going on right now. When you look up Johnny Cage, there's a lot of Cages, huh?
Yeah.
Why is it a common name?
I don't know, but you named the three. You keep naming the wrong character.
I think that's all the Cages I know, so it should be good.
It's a good thing I'm here to keep you on track.
Thank you. So anyway.
Or else you'd be talking about Power Fist or whatever right now.
By the way,
Iron Fist, I think is his name.
Iron Fist. We're not talking about that. I was gonna say at the Demon Hangout, they're all dressed in like Hot Topic gear, and it's really just bad. It's like it's like they raided the Hot Topic.
I'm not even sure what you're talking about, to be honest.
The demon and his friends are talking to his dad. And like, hell on earth's coming, buddy. And Dad's like, "You don't do this, kid. You don't need to do this, kid." They're all just like dressed in like bad Hot Topic from 2000s. It's just ugly. Anyways, Eva Mendes is at the.
But they're demons.
That's the thing. Like, this is bad.
You can't be a demon and not wear Hot Topic.
As they did the eyeliner, had the pale skin on. Like, you don't get us, Dad. Eva Mendes is at dinner. Eva Mendes is at dinner waiting for Nicolas Cage to show up. And as she's waiting, she pulls out an 8-ball, like a literal 8-ball, not cocaine, but an 8-ball, and shakes it. Because that's her characteristic, I guess. She carries an 8-ball around with her.
And Mike Kohler is Luke Cage.
And so, yeah, as she's waiting, we cut to Nick Cage, Johnny Blaze, is back at his apartment because...
Lyndon Ashby.
It's weird because he didn't leave for his... It's a funny bit. I'm glad we're doing this. It's funny that he didn't leave his apartment yet. And it's like, that bugged me. Like, she's sitting there waiting. He's still at his apartment. And he's just looking at me.
He's psyching himself up.
Yeah, but like, he should have been doing this all day. Like, why are you still doing this, man?
He's been because he's sold his soul. He doesn't think he can have friends because the devil said no more friends, no more love. But he thinks she's a sign. He's psyching himself up. This is okay. This is okay.
I guess, man. Whatever. I just thought it was weird. Like, she said not to be late. That's all. And it's gonna be.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw him still saying it in his apartment, I was like, "Why are you still saying it in your apartment?"
Okay, thank you. It's like, at least be on their way there. Anyways, he's slowly turning into. He feels a sense that the devil's coming.
Maybe the restaurant is right next door.
That's what I thought too. Like, okay, maybe he's close. Anyway, so yeah, so he's getting a sense. Nick Cage is getting a sense that the demon's coming back. So he goes into the alleyway and looks for the sign. And
that's not what happens at all.
Yeah.
No,
I'm watching it right now.
His hands start turning red.
Yeah, so it's like, to me, that's indicating he's getting the sense like, oh god, that guy's back.
No, he doesn't know what's happening to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's confused. That's why he tried watching his hands.
Yeah.
He's like, what is going on? Why are my hands super red and super hot?
Okay. Well, why does he go to the alleyway and see his bike there? Like, what's calling him there? Like, there should be something calling him there. There's nothing calling him there. That's indicated to us.
Well, he's about to be set on fire. Maybe he doesn't want to burn down his apartment.
Nah, that's dumb. He walks the alleyway, sees bike sitting there. There's the demon guy, or the devil himself there, and they have the dialogue. Devil says,
"Who has a dialogue?
What? Who
has a dialogue?
The devil and Johnny."
Oh.
Yeah, and they talk, and the devil says, "You're activated, pretty much, and you're turning to fire." He has his turning phase. For minute 45 in the movie, we get to see Ghost Rider, guys. I almost said
A
Daredevil.
really bad CGI Ghost Rider.
Extremely bad. But it's still kind of,
It kind of looks okay.
yes, like it's not distractingly bad, but still bad.
Like, I get what they were going for, and I get that it's a hard character to do.
Yes, especially in 2007.
I think they went too overly reliant on the CGI. I think if they had a couple practical effects in there, it would have worked better.
Yes, like I think if they did some kind of like a not prosthetic head, but like something real for the head and like just fake flames, it would have been okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, and it's
completely
sad.
because it doesn't feel like he's there.
Yes, it feels like you're watching a video game.
Actually, it felt like he should have been in a comic book. You know what I mean? He came right out of a comic book.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you're not in the right medium.
Yes. I respect that. So yeah, Johnny Blaze is triggered, and he turns into Ghost Rider. He gets onto his bike, and the bike drives him through the city, just setting shit on fire, ruining Main Street for the most part. And it leaves his license plate away, like in a Back to the Future reference. He drives past a cop with a speedometer, and I thought and I was hoping the speedometer would read 666, but it didn't, and I was kind of bummed by that.
Why?
I don't know, how the hell 666 demon shit? Why wouldn't it do that?
It's technically not 666.
What do you mean?
The demon's number is not really 666.
Yeah, but in pop culture, it's 666.
But it's not.
I know, TJ. But why not make it 666?
Because it's not.
Listen, douche. Don't be that actually guy. So Johnny's headed to get to the demons.
Actually.
What's the demon's number, TJ?
669, I think.
I think or is it 696? As Johnny Blaze, guys, is riding to the demons. The demons are actually at a train depot station, and they kill one of the train guys. And like, this used to be a graveyard. Where's the thing at? The guy says the graveyard's been moved somewhere else. Go look for someone else. You know, NPCs go on a mission to get sent to another mission because that's how D&D works, guys. As Johnny shows up, Ghost Rider. Oh yeah, the devil told him to get the MacGuffin. The devil told Johnny to get the MacGuffin and send it back to him. So while the demons are there killing the guy, Johnny Blaze rolls up. And I wrote down my thing, Mortal Kombat, because there's literally a standoff that's kind of posed epically between Johnny and the Dirt Demon, the Dirt Devil. And there's kind of not a fight. It's just, I throw a punch, you throw a punch, and now you're dead. That's it. That's what happens. And it's a theme for all the fights. And it's really a bummer. Like, they don't use the elementals at all, the elements. Like, there's no rock element or nothing that, like, stop the demon or stop the Ghost Rider. And it was upsetting. But anyways, Dirt Devil's gone.
616.
616. 616?
That's what I'm getting here.
Okay.
I thought it was 69. I thought it was 9 for some reason. Maybe I was wrong, but
I thought there was 9 in it too. Maybe it's like that's like the good version of it or something.
I don't know. The number 666 has been substituted for 616, either by analogy with 888, the Greek number of Jesus, or because it is a triangle number. The sum is but it's 616. I know I read somewhere that it was 696 that they actually got it wrong or something like that. Continue. Anyways,
yeah, but during the fight, we see the origin of the Ghost Rider bike turn to a Ghost Rider bike, and the Ghost Rider gets his chain. So, we see some origin shit happen. Why wouldn't I? And like I said, he fights the Dirt Devil. Dirt Devil dies. And then, who's he penetrated there? Oh, okay. So after he kills the Dirt Boy, the rider goes for a ride. And he goes to a mugging that's going on. That's where we see Rebel Wilson, young Rebel Wilson, who's funny as shit, getting aroused by some Hollywood mugger. She gets let loose free because the Daredevil Ghost Rider saved her, and the Ghost Rider does his penance stare onto the mugger, and it's not horrifying at all, but apparently it is enough to scare the guy's eyes to black ash.
Okay, I misinterpreted it. I thought it was 696, but it actually is 616.
616.
Apparently, it was misprinted and misread as 616. As a new fragment of the Book of Revelations is being deciphered, it reveals it is actually 616.
Huh. Now you learn something new.
So there you go. I knew it wasn't 666, though.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, that. We cut back to Mendez. She stood up on her date and she said, "This is a funny bit, actually." She says to the waiter, "Am I pretty?" And the waiter looks her right in the eyes and says, "Eh." And I just thought it was funny. She is beautiful as shit. And I was like, "What, bro?
I don't know. I think she's got a weird face.
You're crazy. You get out of here."
She's an attractive woman.
She is.
You know how sometimes you just look at someone,
Yeah.
it's like, she's weird looking.
But she's weird looking. Oh my god, you probably hear my stomach rumbling. I'm hungry. She's like good looking, or she's weird looking in a good way. She's good looking because she's unique, I guess. I don't know. Strong features. Anyways, morning time happens. Oh, apparently the ghostwriter can only be.
She looks like I'm probably gonna get shit for this, but she looks like she has a suntan lotion on at all times. She looks very orange.
I don't know how. I don't know. She's Hispanic, right? So that's that.
Yeah, I know, but she looks really orange in this movie for some reason.
That's probably how they filmed her, I guess, like the filters or the lighting.
Maybe it's
or
the camera, the
exposure.
filters, or something. But she looks like she's orange and has like those women who use nothing but spray tans on them.
Yeah, that's to you and the audience to decide. Anyways, after the penance there, it's not really that scary. Like you look through the people's eyes and see that with the sins they've done, and they're not bad. They're bad things, but like it's not like enough to make someone go dead, mental.
Well, that's not what they're not seeing the things that they've done. They are feeling the emotions of all the people that they hurt.
Okay.
So that is what's going on. All those negative emotions and fear and scared of all the people you do. So the more you do it, the more terrible it is. And it kind of leaves a mark on your soul and pretty much debilitates you.
Oh, so it makes you like not handicapped, but like a vegetable.
From what I understand, no one's ever recovered from it except for Doctor Strange, and only he recovered from it because of he had help from an angel.
I know another fact about this. You know, Deadpool is so crazy that he got penance stared and didn't do shit to him.
I did not know that, but yes. I also know that the penance stare didn't work on Punisher because he didn't regret anything he's ever done.
So Deadpool and Punisher are like the guys who like, whatever. That's badass to me.
It's like, yeah, I did all these terrible things, so
yep.
You got a problem with that?
And Deadpool's so like, I'm so crazy, it doesn't bother me. Like, what? Oh, man, these are cool characters.
Anyway, you may continue now.
So, yeah, the bike / himself, Ghost Rider, drive to the caretaker's cemetery, and it's morning time, and he transforms back to Johnny Blaze. Is that a thing? He can't be in the sunlight?
Not that I know of.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I think that when they're not in control, like the host is not in control of the Ghost Rider, that it does come out on its own when like evil is present and stuff, and he can't control that part of it. But from what I understand, but like I said, I'm not an authority on Ghost Rider at all.
Fair.
From that, he could pretty much turn it off at will at this point.
In the comics.
Turn it off and turn it on at will.
Okay.
But I don't think it has like a time limit.
Yeah, that's just weird that they put it in the movie. I guess because he's new to it, I guess.
I don't know. It's just, I've never read anything that says Ghost Rider's abilities go out at night or during the day. He's not a vampire.
Yeah, like or werewolf or anything like that, so that's dumb. Anyways, movies are sometimes stupid, guys. So he gets to Sam Elliott, and Sam Elliott's good. Sometimes movies are stupid.
Sometimes.
Yes. So Sam Elliott's going to be his mentor. And I hate this. I hated this because they...
Before you even get to Sam Elliott, when he like wakes up, he happens to fall at the grave of his father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? That adds nothing to the story. So Sam Elliott expositions all their Ghost Rider shit to Nicolas Cage. And I didn't like it because it was so obvious that he was the Ghost Rider or former Ghost Rider. Like
hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Originally, he would automatically transform at night or in the presence of evil. However, he has gained control over his transformations. He can transfer through an act of will or when innocent blood is spilled. It doesn't say nothing about reverting during the day.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, you hated this. Why?
I hated that they tried to hide who Elliot was because it's such an obvious thing.
To be fair, though,
Yes.
he is supposed to be two different characters.
No, I get that. But since they're going to mesh him to be one character, why try to have that twist like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a Ghost Rider too? Like, it's very on the nose obvious that he is that thing.
Because he feels bad about it and he doesn't want him to know that he's a bad guy.
No, he doesn't want Nicolas Cage to know that he's a bad guy?
Yeah, because he's trying to get his trust, and if he's talking about how this guy pretty much, helped the devil do all these bad things, and then he did a bad thing that sold his soul.
But then how does he know so much about this shit?
Because he's supposed to be the caretaker, who is like is kind of like, from what I understand, like the Ghost Rider mentor kind of guy, kind of like he's like a Professor X.
Yeah, he's the character that's. I get who is that supposed to be. It just felt. I think if we didn't have the opening narration, if we didn't have any of that shit in the beginning, it would have been fine. It's just, yeah, I know things about this shit, guys. I have the books.
Well, honestly, if they had wrote in a better story, it would have been fine.
That too.
Because this whole scroll thing is like complete Hollywood bullshit.
Yeah. This movie is complete Hollywood bullshit, honestly. Forced love. All the shit they did is just dumb. So after Elliot tells Nicolas Cage some Ghost Rider shit, we cut to Mendez. And this is her dad, right? The chief?
Huh?
The chief, not her dad, or no? Is this the chief? Of police, or the detective dude.
Is her dad?
Is that her dad or no?
No.
Okay. She's on scene.
Why did you think he was her dad?
I don't know. She did. I don't know.
They're completely different races.
Doesn't mean anything. He could have adopted her or some shit.
That's true. That's fair. But there is nothing in this movie that indicates that they are related at all.
It's just the way their chemistry was so like.
She's a reporter. Yeah. He's a cop, and that's their relationship. She's trying to get information from him at every turn. She finds him an annoyance.
Listen, TJ, I'm not a smart man, okay, TJ? Anyways, city destruction. Okay, so yeah, we're cutting in between like Mendez and her shit, and Johnny Blaze's mentoring with Elliot. I don't know. His name's the caretaker, I guess, in the movie.
Well, no, his name's Carter Slade.
Carter. So yeah, Elliot and Nick Cage are mentoring.
But not at this point. At this point, he's just the caretaker.
Yeah, they're talking back and forth. Mendez is on the scene of the destruction of the city. After the first bout of mentoring, Johnny goes to examine the destruction of the city that he did as a Ghost Rider. He gets to the scene of the crime where the other demon guy did some shit, and Mendez is talking to him, and they confront each other. Like, she's like, why didn't you show up, Johnny, last night to our date? And Johnny's like, I was doing shit. I was the Daredevil, or I was the Ghost Rider. He doesn't admit it.
No, Daredevil is Ben Affleck.
Yes. Or
what's the new guy's name?
Charlie Cox. So yeah, they talk about what happened last night, and he's trying to say, I'm sorry for the most part. And while that's happening, the detectives find the license plate to Johnny's motorcycle. So next night.
And by the way, he tells her about what he didn't say, I was doing shit. He says, no, I sold my soul to the devil and stuff. And she's like, you don't even trust me enough to tell me the truth.
Does he tell her that here or later on? Because I know he says it later on again, but...
No, he says it here because this is when she's first in the apartment, right?
No, that's the part where they were at the crime scene, at in the street after the night it happened.
Oh, so this is where Rebel Wilson was being interviewed?
Yes.
And that's before they're in the apartment?
Yes. Because now it's the next night. Nicolas Cage is doing faces in the mirror because he's got to cage it up, I guess, a little bit. And then he's doing research himself in some books that he has on the devil and demon shit. And then I forget what happens after this. He tries to summon his own power and control it himself. Some flame-throwing shit. Mendez, they're now apartment stuff. So Mendez does show up to the apartment. She comes in. Yeah. And he talks. He says, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. You're not going to believe me, but I sold my soul to the devil. And I'm the demon guy at night and all that shit. It's like, either I stay here, believe your shit, and take you to a mental hospital, or I leave you. And she leaves him. Because why would anyone believe that shit? Until she sees it with her own eyes, guys, later on.
What, you won't believe that you sold your soul to the devil?
No.
To a giant skull?
Would you?
Well, then I got something to tell you, Marcus.
What's that, TJ? What you got to tell me?
Nothing. I'm good.
No, tell me, man. I need to know. Nicolas Cage, Mendez leaves his apartment, Nicolas Cage's apartment. He goes to chase after her, but as he's chasing after her, he gets surrounded by cops because they found his license plate and they know it's him. They take him back to be questions. Good cop, bad cop shit. Nicolas Cage is like, this is stupid. Why are we doing this? They put him under arrest, I guess. Take him to holding, however the cop shit works. And I like this idea of this. Like, he's going here like, guys, you should not put me in here. I'm going to go crazy and do some shit I shouldn't do. And they're like, what the f ever. They put him in a cage full of other convicted felons, criminals, whatever. Except for one innocent black kid who's there for some reason. We don't know why he's innocent or why he's there. And
we know why he's there.
Why, TJ?
I don't want to get in trouble.
So anyways, what was I saying? Johnny Blaze blazes up, actually. Turns into Ghost Rider. And
actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that is a pretty messed up thing to put in this movie.
It was when I saw it. Like, man, why are they putting this in here? Well, and they don't even touch upon it. Like, no, just black kids here because...
It's just, we want to use this for our own advantage here.
Yes.
To say look at us, how progressive we are.
Yeah, it's very like, we're kind of woke, right, guys? Like, no, because you didn't do anything with it. Like, I can see if they made him like his sidekick or some shit. Like, okay. No, he's just police suck sometimes. That's what they did.
No, they just wanted the Ghost Rider to talk and say innocent.
Yeah. It's a very like Black Power kind of moment, but not real. It's stupid. I'm gonna piss myself. So for some reason, like, the people in the cell want to beat up on Johnny Blaze because he didn't crash sometimes.
Because they're stereotypical evil people.
It's so dumb. And they really just go around and just
they have no reason to do it. They just say, oh, that's Johnny Blaze, let's beat him up.
No, I could see if he was like starting to turn evil and he bumps into someone and they like get pissed at that. Sure, whatever. But they just like, let's the guy. They're like, no, what? It's dumb. It's really stupid. So he goes rides out and just kind of beats them up, but not really. He just scares them all really badly.
For someone who has hellfire powers, no one really dies.
No one, no. He steals someone's jacket and gloves and makes it more spiky.
I mean, that's the classic outfit, I think.
Yeah, but it's like,
that's what that one for.
That's how he gets it. It's dumb. It's all stupid. But yeah, no one dies in this, really. Like you said, no one's like, whatever. Black kid's innocent, and Johnny Blaze leaves, or Ghost Rider leaves. And he goes to the alley, calls his bike out of repo. A cop comes up to him, beats him in the face with a nightstick. Which, if I was a cop, I'd be like, I'm not touching this. That's scary. And he's like, nah, and leaves. We're cutting back.
Yeah, no, it's stupid Ghost Rider, stupid things.
We cut to the demon at church because the demon can walk into church, apparently, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, I didn't get that, too. Sam Elliott says in the graveyard, this is holy ground. They can't walk on this, but they can walk on churches whenever they want.
Yeah, like, unless this movie's saying something about like churches not being holy ground or something.
That's what I got out of it.
Right, yeah.
Like,
I feel like this movie's trying to be like more, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. So that the demon's talking to the father, the pastor, whatever they call the person, about the scroll and shit, and the Ghost Rider shows up, right? Now, the Ghost Rider's riding through the town. The cops chase after him. It's a whole chase scene. They kind of not shoot at him. They draw their guns at him. He drives through some water. It's some cool shit, kind of, but not really. It's just his introduction to the city. What's up?
This movie is PG-13.
What'd you think it was?
I didn't think the look beforehand. We never talk about that.
No, we don't. The Ghost Rider flips off the cops because I'm a rebel, guys. Yeah, the cops. He ends up chasing down one of the spirits, the wind demon, right? In the sequence.
Did you talk about the earth demon dying? I don't even remember talking.
You were researching something at the time. You were doing some TJ research. I had to Ghost Rider's got to chase the demon, the ghost spirit demon, up a building. So there's a cool fire trail up the side of the building. He gets to the top, Ghost Rider, and he's pissed off at a helicopter that's been following him. So he just spins the helicopter out the way.
Yeah, this is stupid.
I know. It shows that he's really strong, but it's dumb.
And another thing, this whole chase sequence, with the cops chasing him and stuff, disappears.
Yes,
they don't ever. We doesn't go to jail at the end.
No,
we don't know what happens.
Exactly,
all the cop stuff just disappears.
It's just here to show that everyone now is aware that he exists.
Johnny Blaze escaped prison. He's this monsters thing, and we have no idea what happens.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, okay, they're going to go keep chasing after Johnny Blaze now because they all know it's Johnny Blaze, right? Nope, nothing else after this. So Blaze kind of fights the wind demon by just doing like a little tornado with his whip.
Yeah,
And
these demons are pointless. They're
They really
literally
are.
they're like they get in like one hit in and then he kills them instantly. It's like, why are they even in this movie? It's a waste of time.
It's like if we're playing D&D and the big bad evil guy has like 3 henchmen. And so we're going to fight these henchmen thinking they're going to be big bad guys, and we prep all this time for it, and it's like a one-shot kill on these henchmen. Like, that was the thing? This was a waste of my time. Like, I hyped up for nothing. Like, god damn it, TJ. So Johnny Cage does
Don't blame me. I didn't rate this movie.
I know, it's just me. It's boring. And so Johnny Cage, Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider does like a superhero landing off the building and has a big like, see guys, I'm real kind of thing. He goes to Mendez. His flame turns blue whenever he sees Mendez because he likes her. She's pretty. It's my love. But the cops shoot the shit out of him. He drives off out of anger. And I think that's the end of that sequence, right?
She stares longingly at him.
Yeah, and that's how that ends, right?
I think so.
So
yeah.
dumb. God damn it. Like you said, there's nothing, they don't do anything after that. Like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, this is the last we see of the cops or anything.
Yeah. Like, oh, there's a demon on the planet. Like, you don't even see, like, I hear a news clip, like, oh, by the way, guys. What we learn is that the demons know that that's his weakness is Mendez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of important. Oh, also at the end, like while they're interrogating him, Johnny Blaze, the cops bring up a point that says most of the corpses turning up are good people. Most of the corpses aren't they like biker gangs? Or most of the corpses that we've seen, and like one train conductor.
Oh, there's the train conductor and the bartender.
Yeah, but like also everyone else is a biker gang. So how's most of the corpses? I thought it was a stupid throwaway line. I really hate it.
Maybe they were the good Hell's Angels.
It's like HE and 2 hockey sticks of LLs. Yeah, we're the Hex Angels, guys. Bad reputation. Anyway, so Ghost Rider shows back up to Sam Elliott with more exposition, and he said now Sam Elliott's telling you the shit we learned from the beginning 2 minutes of the movie. God, it's just, it's Johnny Cage, Johnny thing, Johnny Blaze, don't do these things. Oh, Sam Elliott says, don't go to your loved ones because they'll use them to their advantage. And then Johnny's like, Roxy? And then goes straight to the bitch. He's like, what did you just say? Don't go to her.
Did you just call Eva Mendes a bitch?
No, I'm just saying.
That wasn't very nice.
He literally just said, don't go to your loved ones. They'll use them against you. And he goes right to her. Like, bro.
Well, he's going right to her because he knows that she's in danger now.
Or maybe she's not, and they're going to follow him there. Like, either way, that's bad. He should just call her. It's 2007. Cell phones exist by 2007? Yes. Like, this is stupid. So
Nicolas Cage is above cell phones.
Nicolas Cage maybe, but not Johnny Blaze. So anyways, Johnny Blaze goes right to Eva.
They're different characters?
Right? He goes back to his place because that's where she is. Because, no, he goes to someone who says she's at your place. Yeah, that happens. And so at Johnny's place, Eva and Johnny's friend is there. What's his friend's name? And it doesn't matter. His friend's gonna die because the demon's there and kills the friend.
Yeah, I was sad.
Yeah,
I liked him.
I was too.
I liked Matt.
Yeah, thanks for saying the name, TJ. So the demon kills the friend and kind of weakens Eva. Johnny shows up, fights the demon, but the demon kicks Johnny's ass, turns him back from the Ghost Rider to Johnny, and makes a deal with Johnny. Go get the contract from the caretaker because the demon knows who the caretaker is and all that shit. It was so stupid. And I hate this movie so much. And I'll let your friend go. I'll let the girl go. So now Johnny goes back to the caretaker, says, hey, bro, where's the thing at? The caretaker's like, I'm not going to tell you. So Johnny says, whatever, I'm going to find it myself. Caretaker says, no, actually, here it is. It's in the shovel. Pretty cool, right? And
you hate this movie more because you had to take notes.
I think so, because I actually had to pay attention to it and actually had to critique it.
I think that's what your biggest problem is. You haven't had to do one of these in a while.
No, I wouldn't mind if it was enjoyable to watch. This was stupid. It was just stupid and not fun. And once I take notes on Iron Man, okay, cool, I enjoy this movie. I don't mind. So Johnny Cage, Elliot and Nicolas Cage decided to ride together one last time because I'm a Ghost Rider too. Surprise, but not really. I hated it. And then they go for a cool ride, which is it'd be a cool screensaver in 2007. And then when they get there,
I actually like this scene mostly because the music. I like the music in this.
Oh, when they're riding together.
Yeah, when they're riding together. It's an actual neat Western kind of thing with the flaming horse and stuff like that. I loved it
so much. I loved it so much that he says, I'm done. What? Yeah, I only had one more use of the flame on. Are you fucking kidding me? And he rides into the sunset. Are you fucking what? What? TJ, that was so cool. Like you said, like it was really cool looking. Like that's where all the budget went. And then, bye. Okay, and stick to the shadows, buddy. What? So Nick Cage and no Samuel Elliott. Oh, Sam Elliott hands out a shotgun. Here's your last piece to your Ghost Rider outfit. Nick Cage goes to fight the bad demon guy. Bad demon guy throws Nick Cage's girlfriend over to the side so Nick Cage can hand over the fucking scroll. Nick Cage hands over the scroll but turns into the Ghost Rider and there's a fight. Fight happens. Nicolas Cage gets his ass beat kind of. So the demon guy reads the scroll off, becomes Legion because he's all the souls together and we're the most powerful thing ever. More fighting happens. Legion gets
not a thing in the comics, by the way.
I kind of liked it actually. It was a cool concept. It's just
no, it wasn't. It's so cliched.
That's why I liked it. It was cliched. I like some cliches, TJ.
It was like, you know how many times that Legion thing's been done
to death.
Yeah, why didn't they just use a different name? We are Legion. We are one. Ooh, stupid.
That is okay. Whatever. It's fair. That's fair. You're right. So Legion gets their ass kicked
in like 3 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, he was tougher as a demon.
Yes. Yes. And actually, now that all the souls are in the guy's body, he gets penance stared 1,000 times over. And he gets penance stared by Ghost Rider. And he dies, the demon guy. That was a fun boss. The boss fight sucked. Then the devil himself shows up. Was like, hey, you can stop having the curse now. And Johnny's like, nah, I'm good. I'll keep this curse. I'll keep doing good in the earth. And that's Ghost Rider.
That's Ghost Rider. And then there's a cool credit.
Is there one?
Song. Yeah, and credit song.
Oh, song. I think that's scene.
No, not scene. Song.
Get me all excited.
It's like a Western song.
Yeah,
thing.
no, that was good. That was good. Some of the music was good in this. And that's the movie. Boy, did I hate it. I really hated this movie a lot. It's one of the worst ones we've seen in my opinion. It's one of the worst ones we've seen.
I was at an when we came into it.
Yeah.
After the review. I'm like in a
So that's about the same, I guess.
A little lower.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, not very much lower though. I had my problems with it, but I didn't it didn't offend me.
Well, yeah, it didn't offend me. No, I guess it did. Did it offend me, TJ? I don't.
Sounded like it offended you very much, though.
I don't feel offended. I just feel angered. If that makes sense. I feel like, man, this could have been something really.
Sounds like this movie hurt you.
No, it didn't. It was no Batman and Robin, but damn, was it close to it. I guess I'll give my rating first. I'm gonna give this a. I wrote down a 2 out of 10 at first, and I thought that was justified. And
I don't know if you've ever given anything a 2.
I gave Batman and Robin a 2. I think.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, like, is it as bad as Batman and Robin? No, I'm not as angry at Batman and Robin. So I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm at a 4.
Yeah, 4.
I was at a 5 coming in. I was at a 4 afterwards.
Which is typical, I guess.
I'm like,
Yeah, it's something I don't want to watch again.
No, not really.
No.
I'm not. I mean, it's not like I regret it watching it. It's like one of the only superhero movies that I haven't seen. So it's like, okay.
Oh, this is your first viewing. Did you? Okay, interesting.
Yeah, this was my first viewing of this.
Would you ever recommend it to anyone?
I probably won't even remember this exists by next week.
Oh, man. Goddamn.
No.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, screw this movie and screw our viewers, right? Anything else you want to say about these idiots? To these idiots?
Nope.